How is the media doing when it comes to Trump corruption? And I don't want to paint the media in one obvious, simple, monotheistic, monochromatic brush. But I do want to evaluate, and I want us to evaluate how it's doing. I have the concern, I think there is a concern, that in the shorthand of describing the Barr letter, there is words like, he's cleared, which then seems to jibe with the president saying full exoneration, which then seems to jibe with their move to try to punish anybody who thought otherwise. Care and attention to this seems important to me. What do you think? A calling number, yes, it's a calling number, 202-808-9925, 202-808-9925. I brought up something yesterday that I want to give a somewhat related word to today. And it's not entirely, it's not the perfect word, but it's a very useful word to know. And shout out to TV show Billions. The word is zugzwang. Zugzwang is in chess when you force your opponent to make a move that your opponent would really not like to make. And I think there is a rhetorical version of zugzwang that's been going on. And the only reason, the primary reason, well, it's not chess, but the word is not perfect, is it's not actually forcing. But it's pretty close. It's pretty close to forcing. The zugzwang that's going on is when the now president, then candidate, Trump says, the election is rigged. And everybody responds who doesn't like the president, saying, no, it's not rigged, the election is great. When later it looks like there are problems with the election, you have to sort of backtrack. It's kind of hard. Forcing your opponent to disagree with you, and then your opponent is then stuck with a position they kind of wish they maybe didn't have. Bob Mueller's a fraud. And then getting a bunch of people who don't like the president say, no, Bob Mueller, unimpeachable, strong jaw, was in the military, said that there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. It's got to be great. Rhetorically forcing opponents of the president to endorsing Bob Mueller, maybe to a greater degree than they would have liked. They could have said, well, let's evaluate Bob Mueller. Let's not just put all our faith in that. In fact, then saying, hey, we can't do anything until we get the Mueller report because that'll tell us everything. And then, oh, wait, we're not going to get the Mueller report? Zugzwang. And now more recently, Donald Trump saying, the media, fake news, can't trust the media, is terrible. And getting all sorts of people who oppose the president saying, no, the media is great. We got to support journalists. Everybody re-up your membership to your local news outlet or your national favorite newspaper. Endorse the newspapers. They're our hope. Providing endorsement that sometimes is justified and sometimes isn't, but can be overstated. I think we have to be careful. I am not here to bash the media. I don't think there is one thing that is the media. But I do think we have to be vigilant. Someone has to watch the watchman. So if you wanted a word for the day, zugzwang, forcing your opponent to do something your opponent doesn't really want to do. And my quasi-application of that to the current rhetorical moves by the president.